One, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three. Ready, ready. Woo. What the hell is up, guys? I'm back with the fourth episode now. And now it's video. I will be trying to put it on Spotify, just like Joe Rogan and stuff like that. Obviously, not a Spotify deal, still broke. But Spotify, if you ever want to reach out to me and pay me like $10 per episode, I'll be fine with that. Maybe 100. But yeah. Hopefully, this isn't probably gonna be the new setup. I don't know. Just comfortable, whatever kind of t-shirt, some fucking sweatpants. You know, treat it like treat. Come to the job. What's that saying where it's like dress like the job that you want? Duh, I got it like the third try, but I guess I want a podcast job, even though a lot of people always dress up kind of and wear are somewhat presentable, but who cares? This is our fourth episode. This is Better Call Isaac. Obviously, a nod to Better Call Saul on the Breaking Bad. Um, we can actually get started with that. I know a lot of people were asking where the episode was. I did say that it was going to be the third episode, but obviously now it's the fourth episode, which doesn't matter. I know a lot of you guys were also saying that, damn, now I have to go watch that episode in order, or all that season, all season 6 and shit like that, in order to watch this episode. So, a disclaimer, I'm going to talk about Better Call Saul season 6. Well, 1 through 6, I guess, but obviously, spoilers. I'm going to try and put spoiler right here. I don't know if I can edit that well, but if not, I'll just put it like right here, maybe holding it right here. Probably going to put it wrong though. As you can tell, the camera is flipped. I was trying to be a little cool. Put myself right here. Exact same person, obviously. But let's get into it. Well, actually, first of all, I just wanted to say I will be at I will be at open mics tomorrow. No, actually, fuck. This episode is gonna be released Wednesday, so Thursday you can catch me at the Web House off 32 or 320 Blanco. Yeah, it's actually this Thursday. It's only 22 minutes. I don't know why I'm telling you guys 22 minutes away from my house or my apartment. But you can catch me at the Web House. I will be there around 8. Obviously, hopefully I got to go up earlier so I can move on to the other. But if you don't catch me at the Web House at 8 or 9, I will be heading off to most likely at the oh, no, nope. Not the social spot. Either that or Main Street Bar, 9:30 to 1:30. I will be trying to make 2 appearances. Obviously, if not, who cares? It'll just be one for now. But yeah, catch me there. Catch me again Thursday at the Web House at 8 p.m. Nothing like the podcast. I'm not that comfortable up there at all, so it'll be a little awkward and maybe not even funny. You guys will just be there and be like, damn. And again, I'm only gonna be up there maybe for 5 minutes, so don't expect me to put a whole 30-minute set. Obviously, sadly, I'm not there yet. But obviously afterwards we can chill. Not sure what's at that bar. Haven't been there at all. But if there's like darts and shit, obviously we can all pay play. Yep, play. Excuse me, little burp. Anyways, on to the Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul starts off in season 6 starts off with, I think it was a Lalo was pretending to be dead. I know Nacho died last season. He killed himself. For those, well, I mean, I'm not even gonna explain the characters if you don't know the characters. It's obviously your fault for even clicking on the video because it's called Better Call Isaac. Again, a nod to Better Call Saul. So we finished season 5 with Nacho dying. Nacho was working with Gus, and they were gonna find out, and the cartel, Don Eladio was gonna find out that the people that were trying to screw them over, and Gus trying to make his own factory and his own meth lab. Um, Lalo was so close to obviously exposing that, but he didn't at the end because they like faked his death, even though, or he faked his death at the explosion. But then season 6 starts off with Lalo not even dead. He's just out in hiding. The only person that he calls is Don Hector, the a guy with the bell. Which that was obviously he's the only one that called because they're thinking that Lalo's dead. We skipped through a little bit. Kim and Saul in that season, in the beginning of season 6, are trying to put Howard, what's his name again? I think it was Howard, the guy with the cocaine addiction. They were trying to make him seem bad because they wanted to settle quicker. So Saul and Kim obviously made a plan to dress up as Howard, and I hope I'm getting his name right because if not, it's just super embarrassing. But Howard, and then Saul dressed up as him, like I was saying. Uh, they purposely um took his car. They also grabbed hit. They also hired a prostitute, also known as Wendy. Wendy has been around since the beginning of season 1 of Breaking Bad. Everybody knows her for Wendy's giving Wendy's or Wendy's giving Wendy's. You know what I mean? Beautiful women. Not really, but yeah. So they are trying to make him look bad, and then they're trying to uh make Howard out as a coke addict and a prostitute guy. So they get his car, and then hopefully I can put some clips here, maybe, well, what I'm talking about, but it'll probably get taken down somewhere. But if I don't, just imagine a guy in a black Beamer. I think it was a Beamer, I don't know, or black Lincoln, whatever it was. Mm. And then his dad or his boss was right here, uh, having dinner with another associate, and then obviously Saul as Howard made a scene, kicked out the stripper, they didn't pay, and then obviously the boss or dad saw his plates say namaste, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously that was like the first trip, and then Howard was the only one that actually knew that it was Saul, and then he was trying to blame it on them, and then he even hired private investigators, but that private investigator was actually a part of Saul. So they were all mixed up to try to fuck over Howard, and at the end, well, he finds out Kim and Saul are at their bedroom or at the living room, finally relaxing because they settled. They fucked over Howard with nothing. Like they were like, we got millions of dollars. Who cares about Howard? We ruined his career and reputation, but who cares? We're rich at the end. So I guess it makes sense, but obviously it doesn't make sense. It just makes sense in their realm. Like, I'm fucking over these people. Who cares? I'm making all that money. So then somebody knocks at the door. It's Howard. He comes in. I think he has a bottle of wine. And then and then Kim and Saul are like, "What are you doing here?" Blah 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 blah. And then Saul and Kim are right here where I'm at, and you guys are Howard. Yeah, y'all are Howard.
Please,
Kim like that, like that.
please,
And then out of nowhere,
please, just
Lalo comes
tell
in,
us what you want.
and he has a
Like I
silencer,
said,
obviously screwing it on.
to talk.
And then he's like, "Hey, I need to talk to my lawyers." And then Howard's like, "Who's this guy?"
I think
And
I'm
then
in the middle of
out of
something.
nowhere, bang,
There's
or
really
you
no
guys,
need.
bang, 'cause you guys are Howard, bang. He kills Howard. Obviously, that's very like fucking crazy, 'cause you were just trying to fuck him over with his job, but at the same time you were kind of killing him by doing that. So I guess he was already dead to begin with, even before the bullet went in his head, 'cause no career, nobody respected him. So I guess you can say that he was already dead. But like for sure, Lalo just killed him. And then he was like, hopefully, and then Lalo was like, hopefully he wasn't that important to you, or something like that. So Lalo is now here because he's here because he wants Jimmy, Better Call or Saul, to go and kill Gus, but instead Gus or Saul makes Kim go just so Kim is safe and out of there, and the only one that Lalo is holding hostage is actually Jimmy, and Jimmy's there obviously tied up the chair like that as well. But yeah. So then Kim is ordered to go to Gus's house, grab a pistol, obviously knock on the door, wait till he responds and shoot him. But obviously that's not what happened. I think Mike or something They got him, and then Kim was explaining that Lalo was still alive. Um, Lalo was still alive, so they had gone. So and Lalo knew that this was gonna happen, so they were gonna send everybody to Jimmy's house so Lalo can go and expose the Chicken Man, as in Gus, and like all his factory and show Don Eladio, Don Hector with his little vlog camera, like what he was doing, why, like, and that he knew that he was planning on escaping or like cooking his own meth instead of cooking with the cartel. Um, so then, everybody goes there. The only one that isn't there, Gus goes to his factory, and it's a showdown between Lalo and Gus Fring. I'm gonna try and put a picture. I know a picture for sure I can put, like small little clips of pictures, but I don't want to keep on putting picture after picture after picture. So I'll just show like that final scene right here, or right here maybe somehow. I wish. Actually, I might make this green screen so I can like show you guys and just look at a green screen. Uh, Again, I know that like with Joe Rogan and stuff, and I know I keep bringing it on, but he's like the podcast guy, and him and what's his guy name? Fuck. I know I'm going a little off topic, but I'm just saying that I wish that I can show you guys the videos here and shit like that, but I don't have a fuck. What's that? His assistant, his producer guy. Anyways, Jamie. Obviously, I don't have a Jamie to like connect this, and go over there and tell him to search up the scenes and shit like that. So just imagine it in your head, or hopefully I gotta put it here later. But but yeah. So it's a showdown between them. Lalo has his camera and his gun right here. He's like, "You guys are Gus now. You guys are Gus. I'm Lalo. I'm Gus. I'm Lalo." And then I'm like trying to record him, telling him, and then he's like, "Any final words?" And then Gus is obviously moving towards a power line, and then he's like, "No," or he says something catchy, and he kicks the power line. Obviously, the power goes off, and it's a shoot down between them, and they're shooting at each other. It's me and you again. We're shooting at each other. Bang, bang, bang. I'm Lalo. I get shot in the neck. I die, and Gus comes over me, and then he says something witty. I'm pretty sure. Again, I'll try and put those pictures around here because those are pretty important pictures. But yeah, so then after that, we move away from that whole thing, and then basically the other half of season 6 of Better Call Saul is Jimmy. Now he is obviously the Cinnabon manager. He is there. A guy found out that it was him in the beginning of season 6, if I'm not mistaken. He was like, "Better Call Saul," and then obviously we were like, and then he was like, oh shit, they found me." But I guess he didn't think much of it, cause in that moment, I guess I would have been like, "Fuck this, I'm out again. I have to change my identity, move to Alaska now with Jesse." But so yeah, so then that happened, and then so he's still the manager, and then okay, the person that finds him, I think, is a person that he befriends their mom. So he goes to their house. They help him out with like Jimmy has a trap of like putting on abnormal amount of snow because she's in like a little scooter thingy. Obviously, old people are always in scooters, and then she gets stuck. And then Saul's like right there putting pictures up of like a missing dog, obviously trying to get her attention and shit like that. And he's like, "You sure you don't need any help?" And then obviously, as he's helping her out of the snow, he snips a wire, so he has to take her all the way to her house, befriend her, and then he finds out, the guy that found out that Jimmy was Jimmy or Saul. He comes in, and then Jimmy offers him a job. He's like, "You know what? I'll help you out if you don't say anything." So what Jimmy does, I think I'm missing a little bit of part of that, but long story short, or not long story short, because it is a podcast and I'm supposed to explain to you guys about this episode, but or this season. But yeah, so Jimmy now starts befriending the security. He brings them Cinnabons every day, every day, every day, which is kind of sketchy. Because if I were that and I was like, "Bro, maybe like 3 times a week, but a honey bun every fucking night," and I'm pretty sure malls close around 9 to like 10 to 11, so This guy's eating fucking Cinnabons every day, and this guy's already overweight, so it's like Saul is kind of killing him too. It's kind of like meth, but obviously not meth. It's fucking Cinnabons, but still like the guy. And then Jimmy is always timing how long it takes a guy to turn around, since apparently he has to turn around to face Jimmy, and the camera are where you guys are at. You guys have the cameras now, and the security guard is right here in front of me, and I'm Saul, and I give him the Cinnabon. Obviously, this fat guy security guard Paul Blart is facing me, eating it. Jimmy is always trying to time how long it takes him to eat it. So the other guy that found out, Frank, Frank is now. I know Frank is. I always use that name because I know Frank Katz, and I think he listens to the podcast. If you are, shout out you, Frank. But yeah. So, anyways, Frank is right here, and I'm Saul. Frank usually takes, let's say, a minute. Saul times it for the other guy, Julian. Julian. So Saul is now helping Julian. He's like, hey, I need you to. So like while he's turned around, all the cameras obviously are not guarded or anything. So now Jimmy trains that guy to steal a bunch of expensive items, Armani, whatever, expensive perfumes like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then he steals plenty. He makes a lot of money, and they do it. I think just one time. Um, and then after that, I think now they switch to actual like they go to like clubs, and they start like the taxi driver is actually Julian, and Julian is like passing him water, and that obviously has like some sort of not hallucinate but like drowsiness drug and whatever, so that makes him asleep. So the taxi driver Julian drops him off. The guy gets super tired. He stays right there. And then Julian and Saul obviously come in. They steal all his shit. They take pictures of his credit cards, all his financial papers, and whatever. And then they run that little scheme for a while, until Better Call Jeeves or Ask Jeeves, whatever. The lady of Julian, his mom, cause Saul, or what was his alias, his new name, Gene. Gene, as in Jimmy, since he had to change fucking I know it's super confusing not watching it. It's just like, Gene, who's this guy? Who's this guy? You're kind of bad at explaining, I know. But anyways, the mom of Julian, the guy who Jimmy was, who befriended at the beginning, and saw that she needed help with the wheelchair and shit like that. Now, she finds out that he is Saul because Saul says that he used to live in Albuquerque. So she searches him up on Ask Jeeves. I think it's Ask Jeeves or just Jeeves or something like that. But she searches him up on his computer like this, and then he comes in, and then he comes in one day, and then he can hear the, "Are you a lawyer? Are you in need?" He hears his own infomercial, and he's like, "Shit, I'm caught." And then in that episode, that lady calls the cops automatically. She's like, "Yes, I have Saul right here." Saul tries to leave. Saul runs away, obviously on foot. He hides in a trash can. I honestly thought that he was gonna get away. I was like, okay, kind of believable, I guess, because there was a cop in the alleyway and then a cop behind him, not looking at him, but he still like ran into the trash can. So I'm still surprised that, like, like movie logic or show logic, they're like, like, I don't see him, but no, they found him. They were like, anybody home? And then he comes out. They arrest him, obviously, and now Jimmy is finally caught. Jimmy is caught after so many fucking years, maybe 12, 13 years, I don't know, but they finally catch him. And then they take him to the police station, obviously. They're talking to him, they're telling him that he has life plus another life on top for obviously embezzlement, helping out Walter and Jesse with their drug problems, and then framing everybody, and then false lawsuits and getting money from people like that. So obviously he's fucked. He has over like 100 years, and then out of nowhere he knows that Marie Schrader, yes, that Schrader, she's back for this episode, and she's like, where like some cops are investigating you, and then they have just a one-way mirror. Well, she's in the back of that, but Saul somehow knows. And then and then he's like, "Can I talk to her?" And then she comes out, and then Jimmy starts playing the victim. He's like, um, I'm gonna try and put that scene right here, even though probably not. So I'm sorry again, but
It
I'll be
wasn't
better.
me! It was Ignacio! He's
But
the one!
yeah, so then he tells he fuck I kind of lost my train of thought right here. But yeah, so he tries to play the victim. He's like, Walt and Jesse captured me. I was leaving my house. Well, first he came in, and then he was like, "Hey, can you release Badger? I'm his dad." And then obviously Saul said no for some reason, obviously trying to play it off as a good guy. And then Jesse and Walt capture him, and then obviously he tells that story that he was scared for his life, and then he gets reduced from like over 100 years to only 7.5 years. And then he's so proud of that. He's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm finally smooth with it. I'm just gonna be in here 7 years, and I'm out of here." So then what happens is, um, he says he's like, "I'm gonna spill about Kim if you give me even less years." And then the people are like, "You and your ex are not talking, huh?" Because Kim felt so guilty that she told the police what happened with Howard and his fake drug addiction and who killed him. She went to his wife, and obviously the wife sued her for everything that she's got. Obviously she didn't go to jail because there's no proof of that, but they did sue her, or they were gonna sue her. I don't know if at the end they actually did, but yeah. So then Saul on purpose wants Kim to be there at the court date, and then the court date happens. Saul is in there trying to be smooth, and then and then he looks back at Kim, and then he realizes he's like, the only people that I loved were her and his brother Chuck, which Chuck had killed himself because obviously his lawyer shit was fucked up. If you haven't seen what happened, I think it was season 5 or 4. Go back, watch that. Basically, long story short, for that, Saul, tricks everybody. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys saw it. It's that phone battery thing where the guy's super afraid of electricity and shit like that. So yeah, so they use that tactic, and then obviously he feels so down that he just ends his life. He burns down the house, which is kind of fucking crazy now that I think about. Well, obviously it's been crazy. Like this whole season, this whole show has been fucking crazy. So it's like, damn. Um, but yeah, and then at the end, Saul confesses. He's like, "No, without me, Walt would have died in a month. Walt and Jesse wouldn't have made it. I'm the one that helped them out. I did all that. I did it with Chuck and stuff like that. Like I'm the reason he died because I was lying to him, and then I put the phone battery in him and shit like that." So then, at the very end, I mean, obviously, Saul goes to jail. He gets, I think, 86 years, if I'm not mistaken, and it sucks. But at the very end, he finally earned Kim's love and respect again. They share a cigarette, and she comes as a lawyer to visit him, and then like the best line was like, "You never know, on good behavior, might get out a little earlier." But obviously, Saul there is already like 50 years old, so even if they were on good behavior, that's usually like 40 years off. So 40 times 50, he'll get out 90 years old. That's, I mean, again, that's how that rolls, which is really sad. But I'm glad that now he is. I don't know. It ended off really well, cause Walt died. For those spoiler, fucking 6 years ago. Walt dies. Jesse escapes. He goes to Alaska, free. He's absolutely he kind of deserved it, obviously being a slave to Jack and them. Was it Jack or Jason? I'm gonna say Jack. I think it was Jack. And those like white supremacist people. So yeah. So then, I mean, obviously, and then fucking So Walt dies, Jesse lives free, and Saul goes to jail. And that's basically how it ends. And for some reason, the ending felt really weird. It felt, I don't know. It was like this can't be it. This can't be it. Why is it already it? And then I was like, this shirt makes you look big, huh? I just noticed. Whatever, I don't care. All insecurity of mine to look fat, but obviously you probably already know that. But yeah, we're going on pretty well. 29 minutes. I'm glad that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. But shit, yeah. So that kind of sucked. That absolutely sucked. I'm gonna try and play a little clip right here. Hopefully I can. If not, obviously, sorry. I will be trying to put maybe a minute of the scene, or what, or what can I put? Do I just put? It's cause I'm trying to choose one video portion. Should I put where Gus kills Lalo, even though that's all bloody and shit, and I'm not trying to get copyrighted, or just like the end? No, 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 no. I just put pictures again. I'll put pictures. Sorry guys, I'll put pictures. I don't want to get fucking copyrighted or fucking fucked up off of YouTube. Even though, yeah, this is going on YouTube and Spotify. Hopefully y'all like it. That was a weird little smile. I usually never smile. I'm very insecure. That's why I have braces. I try and brush my teeth now. It's crazy though. This is gonna be a little TMI, but back then I didn't really brush my teeth. Again, as Supergirls, I did maybe 5 times out of 7 days of the week, and that's because I either did it in the morning or at night. And now it's twice a day, every fucking day. I'm like, I guess now because I'm on my own and I'm trying to meet new people and I'm trying to like impress new people, which sounds stupid because it's hygiene and you should already be fucking brushing your teeth already. But oh well, too bad. That's how I am, sadly. Um, but yeah, that was Better Call Saul. Um, hopefully you guys like that little segment. I'm debating of whether to leave it there or to continue to talk about something, but I'm probably gonna go on to something really quickly. Just looking on what I have here. Actually, I do have a little podcast facts. This is podcast facts. I wish I could do like a little podcast facts. And then I wish that I can like kind of put it right here, like all the facts, cause it's so empty. Like everything feels empty except for this, obviously. But this curtain right here feels a little weird. But a little bit of facts, something maybe 2 facts actually, cause you guys deserve it for being real fans. Let's see. Oh, during the 90s, North Korea leader Kim Jong Un, Kim Jong the second, and his son, future leader Kim Jong Un, the one that we have now, used fake Brazilian passports to travel to Disneyland. I don't have much to say about that, but that's pretty fucking crazy, huh? I'm surprised though that they didn't let them travel, cause they're like world leaders anyways, right? Shouldn't they like maybe, I don't know, maybe they're like, fuck Korea, we don't want them, especially in the 90s. Um, I don't know though. I wonder. I wish that I can obviously interview fucking Kim Jong Un and ask him. It's like, why'd y'all do that? But then at the same time, he's like, he'll probably just kill me. Um, if I find out or something. But again, it was on the internet, so I'm pretty sure it's really public news. Kim Jong Un and North Korea, all crazy. I know that they say that like he can't poop, he can't do all this shit. And he's like the creator of everything. I think I don't know. I don't know all my Kim Jong Un facts. Obviously, I only know this one that I found. Um, but another one, a little lighthearted one. That was kind of lighthearted. Oh, actually, a miracle one. I'll help y'all. Okay, so that one I said today. I don't know why I'm putting an F by it, but it's alright. F for finished, I guess, or for fag. Uh, conjoined twins had 1 in 30 million chance of survival at birth. They are now adults and have become teachers. 5th grade teachers. They're still adult. They're still teachers right now. They're obviously conjoined twins. If I can find a picture, I'll put it. But just imagine, obviously, 2 regular conjoined twins. I'm putting one head here, and they're same body. It was kind of eerie because they both finished each other's sentences, kind of like what's that show or that movie? The Let It Snow, Frozen, where it's like finish each other's sandwiches, which is kind of super irrelevant to this, but yeah. So they finish each other's sentences, which are really weird because it's like yeah. So then I was at the park over here, and then a lot of people were talking to her about me. I really like pizza, pepperoni, ham. That's really fucking well, it's not weird obviously, cause all judging them, but I'm not judging them. It just feels super weird that they're both finishing each other's sentences, kind of like it's almost like they're sharing one body, obviously. But yeah, so that was facts for today. Um, let's see. Oh, I actually wanted to try and put this. Actually, this I can put. I'm putting it at the very end. One more fact. One more fact, and then I'm gonna try and record another episode, maybe the impediment episode, if we can and if possible. If not, obviously, oh well. For those that don't know, we tried. Oh no, I already explained on the other podcast. Sorry, fuck. I only have 10%. Damn, I don't have that much charge. Okay, recreation of Homo erectus, female who lived c 2 point million 2 million years ago at a museum in the Netherlands. Here's a picture. She looks super bad. She's my wife. Uh, mm, That's really weird. But don't worry, she's 2 million years old. It's okay. And she has big fucking hunkers. Obviously, you guys will see. This is the actual picture because I screenshotted it. So I'll just be sending it to this phone. But, anyways, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. Hopefully, you guys like the visual. Again, I'm going to try and put this shit green screen. Hopefully, y'all like this light right here. I bought this shit for you guys. So it's a little prettier. Um, I have another one over there. Sadly, it's not going to show. Maybe, obviously, I can fix some shit up. Maybe put one here, put one there, and then just blast me. But I don't know. I still need to do a little setup. But anyways, guys, this has been Isaac.